Recording it.
All right. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our webinar today. The webinar that we're hosting is what SBA can do for entrepreneurs in Missouri. Just one sec here. Okay. So with that, I am Jenny Tekeski. I am the Programming and Communications Manager here at the Better Business Bureau of Midwest Plains. Just to inform everyone, we are recording this webinar this morning, and later on this afternoon, we will get out to you an updated email with the link to the webinar, as well as the resources and website links that we have going on for the presentation today for you. And then also, just to let you know, with the webinar today, you will learn how Small Business Administration, the SBA, and its resource partners can assist entrepreneurs and small business owners with counseling, advising, and training. Additionally, you'll be able to gain knowledge about lending programs, including the definition of an SBA loan and how to obtain one. We are fortunate to have Sheila Forrester, the Economic Development Specialist and Public Info Officer for the Kansas City District Office, as our special guest today. We kindly request that you submit any questions or questions in the Q&A area, and we will address them at the end. So we will go ahead and get started. Sheila, welcome so much, and thank you for joining us, and it is all yours.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sheila Forrester. I am the Economic Development Specialist with the Kansas City District Office. You know, one thing that's unique about us is that we cover 2 states. Our office is located downtown Kansas City, but we cover 28 counties in eastern Kansas and 61 counties in western Missouri. We also have a branch office located in Springfield, Missouri. We do our St. Louis office covers the eastern half of Missouri. All right, let's see, Jenny, I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, there we go. All right, now I see it. Sorry about that, everyone. This information is our address. Like I said, we are located downtown Kansas City. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. I wanted to point out that we do put up many of our events on Twitter. That is our X, as it's now formerly known as. That is our X address, and we also have a website at sba.gov/Missouri. Okay. The SBA, we are the only federal agency that is dedicated to helping small businesses. We were created in 1953. Our mission, of course, is to aid in the helping of over 33 million small businesses. We are here to help you start, grow, expand, or even recover after a disaster. Uh-oh. Jenny, I'm having some difficulty with, oh, there, okay, let me go back. Okay, as I mentioned, there are over 33 small businesses in our, in the U.S., and a lot of people want to know exactly, you know, what is defined a small business. It's having fewer than 500 employees. And as we all know, our small businesses really are the heartbeat of our communities. they not only create 2 out of every 3 new jobs in the private sector, but more than half of our workforce either works for or owns a small business. One thing to know is that, they pump vitality into our neighborhoods, making them vibrant places to live and work and even, raise our families. So how do we do it? How does the SBA work with the small businesses? Um, we actually work through 4 elements. And this is through our entrepreneurial development. This is where the education about owning a small business, information, technical assistance, and also the training and counseling come in. Access to capital seems to be a buzzword these days. This is your business financing, whether you're starting a business or wanting to grow a business. Government contracting, when you're ready perhaps to level up, to grow your business, and also small business certifications, and also disaster recovery. So these are the 4 components that we will discuss in the subsequent slides. So as I mentioned about entrepreneurial development, we have a checklist of resources for small business owners. This is where you want to plan your business. SBA does not do all of these for you, okay? We work through an extensive network of resources, and they provide the tools so that you can make, your informed decisions. The helpful resources to plan your business, launch your business, manage it, and grow. Everything from market research and competitive analysis. They will assist in writing your business plan, which is so important. Calculate startup costs, fund your business, buying an existing business or even a franchise. They will help you in disaster planning, and also kind of that's taken the world by storm has been cybersecurity. That seems to be a biggie, especially in our small businesses these days, is protecting your business from attacks. Excuse me. So as I mentioned, the SBA does not do all of this for you. We work through an extensive group of resource partners. We actually fund the following organizations that do small business trainings and counseling. SBDCs, or Small Business Development Centers, are located throughout the entire U.S. In Missouri, particularly in Kansas City, we have a local SBDC. We have several SBDs throughout Missouri. That's why I've included the link below. All you have to do is click on that link and then type in your zip code to find your local resource partner. Something that I want to point out to everybody, these are your tax dollars at work, okay? This is what you pay for. Small business development centers, they are really our technical folks. They are located at universities throughout the country. They provide free counseling. They provide technical development. They provide information on international trade. They are a wonderful resource for anyone that's has a small business. SCORE mentors. These are the chapters. Again, they're located throughout the entire continental U.S. This is our nation's largest network of volunteer business mentors. Let's, for instance, say, maybe you've got a great idea. Maybe you're thinking about tackling small business. These are the folks that will provide and be your mentor. You can discuss your business plan or your business idea. And these folks are either retired professionals or still operate a business, but they are there to mentor you throughout the steps of starting a business. Women's Business Center, these are for women entrepreneurs. They can receive, training and counseling and, assist with the challenges that women face in today's world. But, they're not going to turn anyone away. Men are welcome to seek counseling through the Women's Business Center. Veterans Business Resource Center. This is, of course, for our veteran and military entrepreneurs. They will receive business training and counseling, and they are a wonderful resource for our veteran and their families as well. So I just want to, encourage anyone to think about reaching out to these folks. Many of the business trainings, they're free. Some of the classes may require a nominal fee, but that is what your tax dollars are for, is for for these groups to help you. So let's talk a little bit about working capital. If you're needing access to maybe start or grow your business, SBA's loan guarantees make it possible. And we will walk through the different components. What are the basic eligibility requirements for a small business SBA loan? They need to be organized for profit. They must be located in the U.S. They need to be small based on regulatory size requirements. That's what I had mentioned about a small business is defined as 500 or fewer employees. They need to demonstrate a need for the desired credit. Owners must be of good character, really no violent felonies, but that is up to that particular lending institution on how they work with the eligibility requirements pertaining to good character. They need to demonstrate a repayment ability through cash flow. They have to know that you're going to be able to repay that loan. And also, SBA guarantee is not a substitute for available collateral. So what can you get an SBA business loan for? You can purchase of an existing business, funding for a startup business, construction and leasehold improvements, working capital and lines of credit, and purchase of machinery and equipment, and you can even refinance a business debt through an SBA business loan. The different types of loans, I'm not going to delve into a lot of these, but our major one is the 7A loan program. The 7A is really our SBA's primary program for providing financial assistance to small businesses. The other one is the 504 loan. That is mainly for major fixed assets that will promote a business growth. The 504 loans, they are primarily, they are available through certified development companies. They promote the economic development within their community. The 7A loan program is through our SBA approved lenders. And we'll discuss that here in just a little bit of who those are. The other loan that is big right now are microloans. Microloans can, SBA microlenders can make loans up to 50,000 K. If somebody is just needing a little bit of capital, mainly they don't want to use up all their savings. They don't want to, depend upon a credit card. They can look into a microloan for up to 50,000 K. It's important, and that they are the same uses as the 7A loans, except they cannot be used for real estate. Microloans also accommodate, maybe you've got a bump in your credit score. These folks, they're wonderful. Microlenders are not-for-profit, mission-based lenders. In the Missouri area, we have AltCap. We've also have Justine Peterson, who is based out of St. Louis, but they do a lot of work here in the Kansas City area. New Growth, that is a women's business center located around the Springfield area. They do microloans and also Forge as well. So let's discuss again. The SBA works. There is such a misconception. Everyone thinks that SBA does direct lending. That's not true. We work with our approved lenders to offer microloans and SBA backed loans. This way, you know, a banker, maybe they're just taking on a business that maybe don't have enough history, so they would like the backing of the government. And SBA does that. And the thing that's so ideal with the SBA backed loans is that we offer competitive terms, lower down payments, flexible overhead requirements, and of course the counseling and education that I had talked about with our resource partners. So I just want to, you know, stress again that SBA does not do direct loans. We work with our approved lenders. So you may be asking, how do I know who's an approved lender? Lender match, if you go to sba.gov/lender match, describe in just a few short questions your needs. An interested lender will reply within 2 days. It gives you a chance to talk to lenders, and then you can apply for a loan. But I always want everyone, you know, to have that conversation with your local banker or lender. Talk to them first to see if they are an approved SBA lender. Perhaps they know of someone or know another bank that is an approved lender. But Lender Match gives you that opportunity to just describe your business needs in a few short questions and potentially be matched with a lender who will reach out to you. Building capacity as your business develops. This is the grow and expand portion. It's really our contracting area that SBA is known for. Perhaps you're ready to, you know, level up and you're ready to consider federal contracting. The federal government is the world's largest customer. They buy everything, all kinds of products and services, everything from toilet paper to, you know, B-2 bombers. The federal government is required by law to provide contract opportunities to small businesses. But you first need to evaluate your readiness. And you can actually learn more by visiting sba.gov /contracting. And as I mentioned, the SBA works with federal agencies to award at least 23% of all prime government contracting dollars each year to small businesses. You just have to find out if what you're selling, the federal government is buying. So let's break down the SBA's contracting programs. The 8A Business Development Program, this really is to promote the business development of small business concerns. They have to be 51% owned and controlled by socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. This would include individuals that are a member of the Black, Hispanic, Native American, and Asian Pacific Americans. And that is the 8A Business Development Program. The historically underutilized business zone, or known as hub zone, if your business is perhaps located in a distressed community, they will work with hub zone businesses to reverse a sluggish economy. And you can find out, if your business is located in a hub zone. There, if you go to sba.gov and type in hub zone, there you can type in your address and it will show you if your business is in a hub zone or not. And of course, women-owned small business certification program. This makes it easier for women-owned companies to compete for and win contracts. And one thing I need to point out is they think, just because you're certified as a woman-owned small business means that you're going to automatically, win contracts. You have to still go out and work to win those contracts for your business. The SBA will not do that for you. Service disabled, veteran-owned program. This is, of course, federal contract opportunities to businesses that participate in the veteran-owned program. You can learn more and determine your eligibility if you go to certify.sba.gov. Government contracting and small business certifications. In fiscal year 22, yes, I said 22, the 23 numbers, I think they just released those just a day or so ago, so I did not have time to update my slides. The federal government spent almost $615 billion on prime contracts. This is, again, as I mentioned, the federal government has a goal to set aside 23% contract dollars for small businesses. So breaking that down, 162, nearly 163 billion went to small businesses. As I mentioned earlier, what the small disadvantage, the women-owned, the hub zone, and also the veteran-owned small businesses. For Kansas City, in fiscal year 22, over 897 million were awarded to small businesses in the Kansas City district area. So who can help you? If you're looking to expand with government contracting, Apex accelerators can help. They were formerly known as PTAC, Procurement Technical Assistance Centers, but they changed their name to Apex. Our local Apex in the Kansas City area, they are located at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. The address and the telephone number is there. Just want to encourage anyone, they are there to help you. They will help you get certified. And it doesn't have to be just with federal contracting. This could be state certification, contracts. It could also be local contracts. But you do need to determine if your business is ready for federal contracting. The Apex group, they're wonderful. They'll help you register in the proper places to get involved in the government marketplace. The SBA guarantees bid performance and payment in surety bonds. A lot of people ask, well, what are surety bonds? Really, the surety bonds will help folks that maybe they need a guarantee by a contractor. Bonds are needed by a contractor. Many times small businesses get their bonds through their insurance companies, but maybe they don't have the, the sufficient work history to get bonded. So they will get denied. The SBA has a group of agents that provide SBA-backed surety bonds. And that the information for all the agencies or the agents is located at the bottom of the screen to help any small businesses get bonded. SBA disaster assistant loans, when a disaster strikes, the SBA is there for you with affordable and accessible loans to get your business, even your home and your life back on track. And it could be, in the form of low interest loans. It can also be, forgivable loans. We saw this during the COVID pandemic. SBA assisted millions of small businesses with billions of dollars in low interest loans and, well, forgivable loans through the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. But I know recently several businesses, homes, have been affected by, the recent storms and tornadoes that have affected, the Missouri area. And this is where SBA comes in with disaster assistance. They will help with real estate, personal property, machinery and equipment, inventory, and economic injury. A thing to note is that an estimated 25% of businesses don't open after a major disaster. Businesses can protect, themselves with an up-to-date plan of action. We all learned this through the COVID pandemic. Many folks, they just weren't prepared, when a disaster strikes. They had no idea where some of their financial information was. But you really can prepare your business and learn more by visiting the link there at sba.gov/prepare. And I encourage anyone who's been affected by, the recent hurricane, the recent tornadoes in the area. Usually the governor will declare an emergency, and then that's when SBA or FEMA can actually step in to help. Some local success stories. Many successful large businesses started with the help of the SBA. These included the Roastery, the Hereford House, Gates Barbecue, Cabela's, and even Chateau Dairy. This is our website. As I mentioned earlier, the graphic on the screen shows kind of the area that the Kansas City District Office, where we serve. We serve, like I said, the western half of Missouri and the eastern edge of Kansas. But if you're needing more information on any of the things that I have covered, anything from disaster to capital to contracting, please go to our website, or else you're more than welcome to contact me and I will get you in touch with the right person. We always ask anyone, how are we doing? Please take a minute, answer just a few short questions so we can get the feedback that we need to do our job better. Simply use your phone to scan the QR code there and just take a minute to answer our survey. And that, I will open it up for any questions.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So one question is, why is it important to have a relationship with a lender versus just going online and doing a loan that way?
It is so important. The lender will, perhaps you've worked with them before. They know your history. They know your value. If there's anything that we learned during the COVID pandemic, it is to have that relationship with your lender. They know who you are. They know you in the community. They know, perhaps know about your business. It's important to have that working relationship. They know who you are as a person and who you are as a business.
Can you expand a little bit more when you were talking about the disaster relief and how the SBA can help with like homeowners and renters and everything? Can you expand more of how they do that?
Yes, I can. The disaster is, again, it has to be declared by the governor of the state. And from there, the governor will, determine a certain area that perhaps has been affected. We've seen everything from, hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding, drought. Once that governor makes that declaration, then the SBA can work with that designated through the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. EIDL, EIDL. And they can contact, their local SBA office for more information on that.
And then when you were talking about like the requirements for the loans and everything, you talked about an owner has to have a good character. How is that determined? Do they do background checks? Is it just by your credit report?
They will, yes, they do a background check. That is up to the lenders. That's one thing that SBA really is not going to get involved in. Every lender is going to determine their own set of criteria. I just know from SBA standpoint, a violent offender, particularly, for against children, they kind of maybe will frown upon that. But that is up to, every lender to make that determination on the background history through background checks, credit checks, and, more information on that particular person who's applying for a loan.
Thank you. Right, I think that's all the questions that we had. Just real quick as well, just wanted to remind everyone to continue to go to our website, bbbinc.org, to see what all of our upcoming events are that we have throughout the year. This is just a list of the different events that we are hosting in May and then the beginning of June. Also, we just like to point out on September 24th, it is going to be our 27th annual Torch Awards of Ethics Luncheon. So we encourage everyone to come out to the luncheon that day. You can go online, register to receive your ticket and everything, and go from there and come out and celebrate the winners for 2024. They will be announced here in the next couple of weeks of who those winners are. Lastly, as well, again, I am Jenny with the Better Business Bureau of Midwest Plains. If you have any programs or events that you would like to see us put on, please contact me and I'd love to talk to you about those opportunities. We thank all of you for taking time out of your schedules today to come and listen and learn what all the SBA has to offer and their resources. And especially to you, we express our thank you, Sheila, for giving up your time. I know it's a busy week for you guys. It is Small Business Week. So we ask that you get out there and you support one another. Go eat at a local restaurant, go shop at a local store, help one another out and support. Lastly, as well, we have a quick survey. You can scan the QR code. Give us your feedback. We are always striving to do better and be the best. So we appreciate your help with that. Again, all of this will be sent out to you later on this afternoon in an email with the webinar, the surveys, and the links and websites that Sheila spoke about. Otherwise, thank you again to everyone. I hope everyone has a great day and stay safe out there.
Bye-bye.
Bye.